Hi, my name's Tom. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a very short video on how I've only just started mining Bitcoin with Nicehash and how you can get set up too. It's actually blown me away how incredibly easy this is. Obviously, it depends on what your setup is and how much money you've really got to invest into it because with the current GPU market in the beginning of 2021, the price actually to go out and buy a full-on rig, a mining rig, just like we see here, because I've actually had a look, would almost take you about 5 to 7 months to pay off in the current situation. Unless you can get some of these things for retail prices, it doesn't look the best thing to go out straight away and buy a big rig because you're gonna depends on your earnings and whatnot. If you want to know more about Bitcoin, I'm not going to be telling you about that here because I've had to do a lot of research in my own time to understand it. But I'll tell you how I got started, and I found it incredibly easy to switch between gaming on my computer and anytime I'm doing anything else, even video editing, you can be mining and it's just buzzing away, no problem at all. And it doesn't affect any of my other work on my computer. Other than you need to turn it off when you're gaming. I mean, you can still game, ironically, with it mining, but it just decreases in performance. So okie dokie. The first thing I heard about, I got into this is because Linus and a few of the tech channels I watch kept talking about mining with your computer, your gaming computer, and I heard a Nicehash, which we've got set up over here. Now, if you actually go to Nicehash, you'll be greeted with this. I've already logged in and signed up. Very easy process. I'll put a link in my channel description. It doesn't take more than a few seconds to download and set up. Now, what I'd suggest is whatever graphics card you have in your system, it will basically give you a profit calculated depending on what your setup is. So for me here with a 1660 Super, it says you'll average about $2 a day, and that's been going up and down, I guess, depending on the actual market of Bitcoin. Now, the thing is, apparently Nicehash isn't the best. It's not the one to go for, but I think for running on Windows and for getting started like I am, this has been extremely easy to set up. Because the whole thing has had me quite worried with getting into Bitcoin and everything. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what I'm looking at, which I imagine is the same for a lot of other people. But I can say this is very easy to use. It's got me started. Whether in the long term, if this works out for me that I'll use a rig, I probably won't use Nicehash. But for ease of use with a gaming computer and it just runs like a program, it's been really nice to set up. Now, I've only been doing this for a few days. And in a few days, I've actually made a few pounds, which I'm quite happy with, depending on, in consideration to the electricity it's using. So it's using about sort of 70 to 90 watts, the 1660. And as I said, this is all new to me. But at the same time, I set up my Nicehash profile, which we can see is over here. This is all going to be a bit overwhelming. So I'm not going to be telling you how to. I'm just going to gloss over a lot of things here. But what this tells you here is the actual profitability per 24 hours. It says is £1.28. And then unpaid mining balance. I've already mined 30p's worth. I'd say in and that's about sort of an hour or so. And my wallet so far in about 3 days' time is about £5.21. So you're not going to go out and buy a new car anytime soon. But equally, that is in Bitcoin. So if the market moves on Bitcoin, you've actually got some, which is really nice to sort of finally sort of get into it. The other side of what I've then used is everyone talks about Coinbase, and I so far basically straight away when I signed up to this, I put £100 into Coinbase. They took a fee of £3. I don't know if you do a bank draft, it would take away. There would be a less fee because that was quite a chunky fee to pay, really, considering I lost about £3 or £4 doing that. But it has actually fluctuated a bit, and this is again only been about 2 days since I put this in here. It says here March the 5th and 6th, so yeah, there you go. You can see it. But something that happens that if you're interested in doing this as well, and this is the reason I'm doing the video, it's not sponsored by them, but I feel like if you can help someone else out, then great, and it will also help me out at the same time. It says invite your friends to Coinbase, and you'll both get £7.23 in Bitcoin when you sign up, and that's when you add £72 or more to Coinbase. So if this interests you, please use my link down below because it will help us both. You will get £7.23 if you do decide to invest. and tell me how you get on with it. If you already mine, please put down in the description how you get on, because this is something I'm going to definitely look at investing into the future. I think the farm here should definitely have visions of doing mining. I think, for what the future is looking at. The only reason that took my interest is that Tesla recently invested 1.5 billion into Bitcoin, and I believe PayPal have also invested into Bitcoin. And it's something I've heard over the years. I've always paid attention to it, never got involved. Before I start talking too much, I am going to leave the video there. As I said, I'm going to leave a link for Nicehash and my Coinbase. If you're interested in signing up to either of them, then I'll leave the links in the description. How Coinbase is a wallet. You need a wallet for your Bitcoin. You can't just go to a bank and say, I've got my Bitcoin, can I have it, please? So what Coinbase does is it converts, or you basically can add your bank account. I'm UK, obviously, so I added a British bank account to it. And you can convert that British pounds into any cryptocurrency. I'm sticking with currently Bitcoin, but there's Ethereum. We can go and have a quick look. If we go up to here and view, discover more assets, there's actually quite a lot of different cryptocurrencies you can buy into here. But the only one I'm quite interested in, because it's the one Nicehash is paying me in, is Bitcoin. But I understand a lot of individual mining setups with different algorithms will use Ethereum and other cryptocurrencies, which I will look into in the future. But for right now, for just getting started in my first few days, I've been very much enjoying it. It's obviously not going to be breaking any sort of times of not having a job, but I believe the investment is already there. And if people are already invested, they're definitely going to be seeing a good profit at this time. At the minute, it's definitely gone up. We can look at so if we go to the 1 year, this time last year, Bitcoin was worth anything from 6,000 to 3,000 to 5,000 per Bitcoin. And in today's climate, it's gone all the way up to 40,000 at a peak in the middle of February there. So it dropped to 33, which I believe is close around where I bought. And it's now sort of hitting up to about 35, 34. Now, some people are saying it's going to go up to 50. It is a proper, if you want like a risk, this is probably as risky as it gets, really. I'm new to investing, but I've always been interested into getting into it. So anyway, I'm very much a noob. Please do not go ahead and do your own research. Do not just go and watch my video and take what I'm saying for it. But it's quite an interesting topic, and I'm sure if you've got this far in the video, it's probably the right choice for you, or to look into it further. So on that note, thank you very much for watching. As I said, please check out the link for the Nicehash and well, Nicehash doesn't get me anything, so no, nothing there. But the Coinbase, so if you do end up trying to sign up or want a wallet, please use my link. It will help us both. So thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye. Something I just wanted to add, one of my setups that I'll actually potentially be using on my gaming setup is you can do something like this. This person's got an open case computer setup, I assume for this sort of reason, and I think I'll definitely need a bigger power unit. But what he's done here is he's got his main gaming computer also set up as a mining rig. And it's no different to basically adding more of these risers for graphics cards and adding more graphics cards to your computer and just setting them up as a dedicated mining rig. And so you can turn your main graphics card on and off depending on what you're doing. And you've always got at least one card or more consistently mining. I think that's the setup I'm going to look at the minute. I personally think graphics cards are only going to get more expensive and harder to find as long as Bitcoin stays like it is. So, okay, I just want to add that.